LeetCode Problem 141, Linked List Cycle. So this problem gives us a linked list, and our job is to return true if the linked list is a loop, right? Like for example, like this, where the last node will not point to null, which is what usually a normal linked list would do, but instead it points to a previous node, right? Something like this. Okay, pretty simple problem, and the solution is pretty simple as well. So my first approach is to use a set of the list node, right? So what a set does is that a set is basically, it will allow us to use the find, right? And this find basically will help us find whether or not this node existed already or not. So I'll explain that a bit more, but just know that we're using a set. So here I have a iteration. So I'm just looping through the head, and okay, I'm going to use this example. Right, 3 points to 2, points to 0, points to -4, and then back to 2 again, which is over here. These are the same thing. Okay, so while head, if I cannot find the first node, which I can't, right, because the set is empty for now, then I will just insert the head, which now I have 3, and I iterate, right? So head equals to head next. So now we're at 2. Okay, now we're at 2. Can I find 2? No, right? So I'll insert 2, and now we're at the third node, which is 0. Can I find 0? No, still can't find 0, so I insert it again. Okay, and then now we're at 4. So I cannot find 4. More like -4. I cannot find -4. So I insert it. And now we are back at, since this is pointing back at 2, so I'm pointing back at 2. And since now I can find 2, right? This is true, right? Because it does not equals to the end of the set, which basically means that I found there's an existing node before, right? Then I will return true, right? But let's say, for example, this is actually null. When this is null, or let's say this is something like 6, for example, then only we point to null. So we will add 6, and then when we reach null, this value will end, and then it will return false, right? Because that means this is not a loop. This is a one-line linked list. Okay. Okay. For the next method, I am using the turtle and hare algorithm. So what the turtle and hare algorithm does is basically the turtle will iterate through the linked list one by one, and the hare will iterate through the linked list 2 by 2. Right. So the theory is, if it is a loop, the hare will catch up to the hare and turtle will meet, right? Because if it is a single loop, right, the hare will always be faster than the turtle. It means the hare will reach the end first. But if it's a loop, that means the hare will have a chance to touch the turtle. Okay, so I'll draw it out for us later. So I will use hare. So right now our hare is here. Okay, let me draw it out. So 3 pointing to 2, pointing to 0, -4, and then pointing back to 2. Right. So our hare, which is H, and turtle both start at node 3. Right. And then what we do is the hare will equals to hare next, right? So hare next is over here. So right now our hare is over here, and our turtle will move to turtle next. So right now our turtle is over here. Okay, This if statement will check whether or not the turtle and hare have meet, but in this case it's not, so we loop again. So the hare again moves to 1, 2, so the hare is actually here, and the turtle will now move to here. Okay, just delete this. Okay, the hare and turtle still does not meet, so we don't do anything. After that, the hare move 2 again, so 1, 2, so now the hare is here, and then the turtle will move to the next one, so the turtle will be here. So at this node, -4, the hare and turtle met, and then it will return true. Right. For example, if this were to be a singly linked list, like this, so when our hare and turtle starts here, and then when we iterate, the hare will always move faster than the turtle. Right. After that, the hare moves to here, turtle to here, and when the hare reach null, or no, so not or, and the hare next is null, but in this case, since this is already true, so it will just return false, right? But if let's say the hare were to be here, like for example, if I were to erase this, if this will be null, turtle and hare, so turtle will be here, hare will be here. So when the when the hare next, right? So hare right now, currently hare is not null, right? But the next node is null, right? So in this case, this while loop, this basically means the hare cannot move forward anymore, and it means that the linked list is not a loop. Then the while loop exits and return false. Okay, pretty simple. That's all I have to show. Thanks.